Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you today? I'm good. Had a really good day. Got back in and I thought, right, straight to the magic table, put my chicken in my air fryer. And I've come to my magic table because there's some birds. Look at those 3 birds going. That's lovely. Sign. I just felt like I needed to blend. What am I talking about? Blend with magic. I've had a good day, but I felt like I needed to tap into my magic. I felt like I wanted to sit at my magic table and share a reading with you with the beginning of a new week. The energy this morning was quite incredible. Definitely shine your light. And I felt like when I was up the horses, I had this sort of download that came. Sometimes I have these sort of conversations in my head really weirdly. And it came and it was a conversation I was sort of having, or a thought I was sort of having, and I didn't like the thought. I switched it off straight away. But it was really about accepting how things were past, let it go. And I just felt like I needed to recognize that there was no need for it anymore. And I took the risk knowing that. And when you make a decision, I surrender to the flow of my destiny and I welcome more trust, ease and support every step of the way. There's your download. That was an affirmation. We need that. So surrendering something and letting go of something and just accepting that, whatever's not working, it didn't work out, it's okay. I'm ready for my next stage. I can let this go. Sometimes those little things that drop in your mind and make you think about it. And I was like, no, I've got to remind myself. So I came up here and I thought I'm going to do this to you. Someone needs to obviously hear this. This is why I'm banging on. And I thought, right, I'll get my grimoire out and we'll see what opens up. And it was banishing what no longer serves you ritual. And then I turned to a renewal prayer. So I think it's time for renewal. Okay, it's very much part of the energy right now. We're not going to do the banishing ritual. We're going to do a renewal prayer because this is the new stage. This is renewal. This is change and growth. And sometimes when those little moments of indecision, or I want to say just those moments that come into your mind where you think, did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Did I take the right turn? Do you know what I mean? And you kind of have this sort of little questioning. That is those moments where we've got to remember how far you've come, why you've come this far, what you've learned, and what you do need to continue to surrender to. So let's do a renewal prayer. And on our table today, I did pull out straight away was my Priestess Oracle cards because they are so powerful. I have the Wisdom of the Oracle and I have some tarot here. So we're going to see how that pans out. But let's do our renewal prayer first. Right, so by flame and water, pure and true, I shed the old and welcome the new. With each breath, I feel reborn, like morning dew on dawn's first morn. By the power of earth, water, fire, and air, I welcome change beyond repair. Old dissolve, new paths appear. I step with courage, free from fear. With harm to none and blessings near, my heart and soul are crystal clear. From what is gone, I now break free. With open heart, I start new with glee. This is my will, so mote it be. In light and love, I am now set free. Blessed be. So there we go. Beautiful renewal prayer. It was very important that we activate that right now onto our table. And we'll see what our guidance is for today. Do one's utmost. Do one's utmost. So keep trying, okay? And it was very funny. I had a conversation a moment ago with somebody about I've been invited to go to the UN in Geneva to this conference, and it's all about, you know, diversity and health and support and all of these good things that I'm really interested and keen on, and it's part of my job, and I just felt like it's something that I really want to do as well. And she was just sort of saying, you know, have faith that it's going to turn out. Book whatever you need to book, you know, do it now, do it now. And she's right. You know, sometimes we hesitate with things, and then we sort of look back and think, why didn't I take that turn? Why didn't I try that bit harder? So, and the energy this morning was very much about that. It was really about what is here. Just take it. Take the opportunities. What is nudged in your way? What invitation? Make it work. Do whatever it takes. And that's what I'm going to really try and practice this week. I'm not going to worry about anything else. And what will be, it will take care of itself. So go all out when it's worth it. Let go decisively when it's not. And there is my answer to my download of something. And I did let go very decisively because it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the heartache. It wasn't worth the upset. And we have these moments that really, when we're on this spiritual journey, the reason why we hang on to things, the reason why we accept less than, is all to do with our worthiness, with our traumas, with our healing journey. And when we get to a point where we've got to, it's not necessarily going to be, oh, there we are, never think of it again, because that's not true. It's patterns and behaviors that are often in our DNA, that we've grown up with, that we've always practiced. And when we suddenly have to do something completely out of the norm, it can be really trying and hard. And it's not to say that we don't go back and we repeat cycles, but it's Spirit will give you that until you have it broken free. So I feel very strongly that that was my message today. Do one's utmost, but go all out when it's worth it. So whatever it takes, it's worth it. Let go decisively when it's not. Let go. Oof, that somebody needed to hear. That was a good channel, that was. Right, so here we go. We have got our beautiful Priestess Oracle cards on the table. I'm going to just give them a little shuffle, a little bit of an airing. Always good to do before we actually get into our reading for the rest of this week. What is happening for us? What is coming about? We're letting go. We're remembering who we are. Let's get our guidance. Okay, here we go. What is our guidance for this week, please? What is our guidance? Start of a new week. And this week's energy is very good because it's really the start of the start of the spring equinox. The new moon energy was last week as well. You know, it's still that energy is now there. It's arrived. We have got Sirius, cosmic, yes, divine alignment, higher technologies. And honestly, I keep seeing the anchor. I kept seeing it this morning and I meant to draw it on my hand and I didn't do it. But this anchor symbol is really in my mind's eye, my intuition at the minute, very, very strongly. And look at this moon. Look at this beautiful moon. So it's the cosmic, yes, it's time. So we're going with that. Let's see what else we've got. Oh my goodness, the blue lotus, higher consciousness, new earth activation, unified love. This came out for us before. Unified love. Oh my goodness, you won't believe, right? This morning I listened to one of my readers, and she talked about a rose and how important a rose was, and how in this picture that she put, there was this rose, and I just kept thinking Magdalena's rose, Magdalene's rose, you know, and there it is. It's come out for me again, Magdalene's rose, ancient lineage, sublime devotion, divine love. Isn't that beautiful? And Spirit have given us a rose and a blue lotus. So very much of the flowers are on the table. And we have got our high priestess. Wow. Look at that. Divine knowing, ancient one, goddess embodied. So right now, this is where we are. We're at this stage. And the high priestess is so much about intuition. But this higher knowledge, this knowing, this confidence, this power. Oh, wow, that is incredible. And Sirius says cosmic, yes, divine alignment. You're in alignment. Look at this. Spirit are giving us a beautiful rose of love, divine love. And the blue lotus is about unified love as well. So, you know, you are unifying the love amongst others, you know. Look at that. That is so beautiful. And isn't it lovely how I just had that conversation with someone about that conference in the United Nations. How magic is that? There we are. There we are. Wow. I'll tell you what, if I can, you know, honestly, the synchronicities, the connections are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Right, Sirius. Let's read Sirius. Where is it? You are receiving an omen, beloved. Sirius is saying yes to you. You are walking the highest path of your life as a high priestess, no less. Wow. That is incredible. That is incredible. The bright star of Sirius shines upon you now, guiding your journey with the light of a higher consciousness. To the ancient Egyptians, Sirius is Isis, the radiant goddess of all, who brings rebirth. See, renewal. What did I say to you? Ascension and celestial magic. Just as Isis rises with Sirius in the sky, so too are you rising into your divine alignment. This card marks a sacred turning point. The star of Isis is lighting your way, confirming that the path ahead is blessed. Sirius reminds you that you are connected to the cosmos and the divine order of the universe. Its energy is a vessel of advanced cosmic technologies, a sacred knowledge for you to receive, and its presence activates the galactic codes within you, awakening your inner wisdom and unlocking the ancient future technologies that have been gifted to you across lifetimes. As you have been aligning with your divine purpose, you are ready to bring forth the celestial wisdom you came here to share. Sirius invites you to step fully into your mission now, knowing that you are divinely guided and supported by the higher realms. The brilliance of her light illuminates your path, giving you the confidence to move forward with certainty. With Sirius's light guiding you, trust in your ability to share your gifts and become a channel for the higher consciousness that flows through you. For you are a leader of the new earth. You have been serving in a real way, and it is time to expand your reach now. You are ready. The universe is aligned with you, supporting your every step, and the cosmic energy of Sirius is empowering you as you move forward on your highest path. Trust your creations. Move forward. It's a yes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Blown away. So under the night sky, gaze at the bright star of Sirius. Sit with the beings of the Sirius star system and feel their radiant light infusing you with cosmic codes and advanced wisdom. Visualize these light codes pouring through your crown, activating your DNA and opening a new portal on your path. Trust in the yes. Right, so repeat this prayer activation out loud. Sirius, luminous beings of higher cosmic technologies, thank you for your divine guidance and support. I trust in your divine yes and choose to step boldly into my highest path. Aligned with the infinite wisdom of the stars, ready to expand my creation on earth, I lead with surrender and confidence. I know everything is perfectly aligned, and so it is. So there we go. Beautiful Sirius. Thank you so much. And the Blue Lotus, as that was the next one that I turned. Blue Lotus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You are receiving a powerful call, beloved one. The Blue Lotus of ancient Egypt is returning to you, carrying the energies of higher consciousness and ancient future technologies of unified living on earth. And High Priestess is higher consciousness. Wow, what an alignment this is, let me tell you. Wow. According to the prophecy, upon the return of the Blue Lotus in the Nile waters, the goddess will be returned and the divine feminine will rise again, bringing with her gifts of embodied love all over the planet. Dear one, you are being chosen by the sacred flower to unlock those new pathways of freedom, light, and love in your own life and in the entire world. The Blue Lotus is not just a symbol of a rising heart. It is a powerful spirit master plant, supporting our collective ascension through the highest remembrance of heaven. The Blue Lotus flower is an activator of light, true light, and she is choosing you now as you are ready to step into a higher service for the world. This activation card arrives to confirm that you have been doing the inner work and are now ready for a greater impact. The Blue Lotus is selecting you to carry its frequencies, guiding you to create unity, love, and harmony in the reality around you. You are being called to open the doors of oneness within yourself, accessing deeper layers of wisdom and higher expressions of your divine feminine essence. This is a sacred moment, for your unique path is aligning with the greater mission of global awakening. As the Blue Lotus blossoms in your heart, you are being invited to rise in your loving power, share your gifts, empower others, and elevate consciousness both for yourself and for the collective. Trust that you are ready. The goddess energy of this sacred plant flows through you, empowering you to awaken the highest light in all of us. The universe supports you, and the Blue Lotus has chosen you to embody the frequencies that will shape the new earth. Wow. Repeat this prayer activation out loud. Blue Lotus, divine goddess, sacred flower of higher consciousness, thank you for your powerful activation. I embrace your light within my heart, rising in love, unity, and grace to embody the new earth. I am as you are, and so it is. Incredible. Oh, I have absolute chills. It's absolutely wonderful. From the ancient lineage of the Rose Priestess says, Mary Magdalene steps forward, carrying the original codes of divine union and the essence of sacred devotion. She embodies the wisdom of the rose in blooming in purity, resilience, and grace. Her presence reminds you that the path of the heart is one of unwavering love, profound dedication, and the sacred art of devotion. The priestess path lives in how you move through the world, in the way you bless the earth with every step, in how you serve the highest light with an open heart, in your courage to remain devoted even through challenges. Mary Magdalene teaches us to stand in our power while staying soft with compassion, to bring heaven to earth through dedicated presence, and to let love guide every choice. Mary Magdalene appears now to guide you deeper into the wisdom of the rose. The Rose Priestess path is not about what you do, but how you live, with every breath, every step, and every word offered as a prayer. It is the courage to open your heart fully, even when life challenges you. It is the grace to stay rooted in love, even amidst the storms. Feel her presence awakening the priestess within you. She illuminates the profound truth that devotion is the highest way you can experience this life and all its magic in union with the divine. Through the wisdom of the rose, Mary Magdalene teaches you to weave love into every corner of your life, reminding you that your essence is divine, your heart is pure, and your devotion is powerful. This is your call to rise as a rose priestess, anchoring divine love through sacred service, tender compassion, and unshakable faith. Mary Magdalene, sacred keeper of divine love, thank you for awakening the rose priestess within me. I walk in sacred devotion, offering my life as a prayer of love and light. I rise in grace, anchored in truth, and rooted in compassion. And so it is. Whoa. Whoa. This is out of this world. And finally, we've got our beautiful high priestess. So here we are. You have ascended to this level, my friend. Deep within the sacred temples of time, a lineage has always existed. It is the lineage of those who walk between worlds, who channel divine wisdom, who weave new consciousness into being, and who embody the goddess herself. Beloved, you are this lineage. Your high priestess self steps forward now to remind you of your sacred role as a keeper of mysteries, a divine channel, and a bridge from the highest frequencies of the new earth. Your intuition is a sovereign force, an ancient technology of direct knowing and prophecy. When vision flows through you, when higher wisdom stirs within your heart, when your very presence emanates healing frequencies, this is your priestess power awakening. Yet the world may have taught you to doubt, to seek validation outside yourself. Your high priestess reminds you your knowing does not need proof or external confirmation. It is the voice of the divine moving through you. Trust it. You are being called into the sanctuary of your inner temple, your own mystery school, where the veils between dimensions are thin. Sit within the sacred space in silence. Spend hours in the vastness of your soul, as this is where your gifts are awakening with greater strength, clarity, and power. It is already happening. All is awakening. Prophetic insights, healing magic, and divine wisdom stream through you as living codes. New earth frequencies ready to be anchored in the world. Treat the visions you are shown and the magic you are feeling or being called to receive, for they trust the visions you are shown, the magic you are feeling or being called to receive, for they carry the truth of your purpose. Honor the transmissions that come through you, for they are sacred. Your body is a vessel of transformation. Your heart a portal of divine love, and your consciousness a bridge between realms. The time of the priestess has returned, and you are here to embody her power, grace, and wisdom. High priestess within, sacred channel of divine wisdom, thank you for awakening my ancient power now. I trust my knowing. I open my inner eye, embodying the grace and mystery of God, of the goddess in all I do. And so it is. Wow. Wow. So, pause. Goodness me. How lucky are we to have this beautiful guidance? What is coming this week? What is our guidance for this week? You are being guided to trust, guided to do your utmost, guided to let go decisively when not, to trust that this is you. You have higher consciousness, you've leveled up, you are more than, I'm hearing, you are more than. So, can you trust that? Can you trust in this beauty that you've been offered? This beautiful rose, this devotion from spirit, the divine love, unconditional love for you and for your divine team. The goddess embodied, ancient one, a union. Fantastic. So beautiful. Okay. Gosh, I need a drink. Grabori code, wish fulfillment, 4610567. 4610567. 4610567. Here we go. Wish fulfilled. Wish fulfillment. Gosh. First card straight away on top of our beautiful blue lotus. Nothing more. Oh yes, one more. Time for a nap. You can rest and relax. You've been working hard, I'm hearing. Spirit want us to know. There's a message in the bottle, but it is in reverse. What else would you like us to know, Spirit, for this week? Okay. And to be fair is in reverse as well. And chaos and conflict. Wow. Okay. I haven't turned over those other ones. There we go. What is this last? There we go. Thank you, Spirits. Imagine. I love that. Imagine. Right. So let's have a little look at what we've got over here. I'm leaving those three for a minute. Okay, so we've got 6 cards. Time for a nap came out pretty much underneath Magdalene's rose of devotion and divine love. A message in a bottle. To be fair in reverse, flexible reversed, and chaos and conflict. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see. Let us see. Right, time for a nap. Intuitively, what I'm picking up with that is you have done, it's time for your rest. You don't need to be trying to figure anything out. And what was interesting, I put here underneath was loyal heart, you know. So there's maybe going to be a lot of love. I feel like there's such a lovely sort of time for a nap and loyal hearts coming together, being underneath each other. Chaos and conflict. Maybe after chaos and conflict and what have you. Perhaps this message in a bottle is going to come to bring a little bit of chaos and conflict. But you are being told to just relax, because flexible and to be fair are in reverse. So let's get that picture, and then we'll look at those 3 over there. 24, time for a nap. 24. Time for a nap. Rest, rejuvenation, renewal. You see? So this is very much what we were talking about right at the very beginning. Go all out when it's worth it. Let go decisively when it's not. So it's really this, what I said straight off the bat. It's about this renewal. Okay? So temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. This is a time to step away and rest. State of non-action. Even in chaos and conflict, I'm hearing, which is quite interesting. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. So let things unfold. This loyal heart, very beautiful. Loyal heart, 35. 35, which is 8, infinity symbol. Loyal heart. Fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There's a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith. So here we had, chaos and conflict, but it's now like reversed itself. So Spirit is kind of just saying, you know, being true to who you are. I think this is just supporting this idea of let go decisively when not. So this came, it was definitely in, and now it's gone into reverse. So I feel like with your high priestess being on this row, it's very much a case of, you know, intuitively, you know the situation. You do know what is, what you need to be doing. You're being guided. You're allowing this guidance now. So be honest and open with yourself as well. You are divinely protective and divinely directed. Interesting. Very beautiful. Message in a bottle. 15, message in a bottle in reverse. It is about communication, a sign. Are you refusing to acknowledge red flags or the signs? Don't ignore signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to them when you're overlooking them. So interesting, you see, you do know. And this is why do one's utmost, and how I was talking about this sort of idea of the energy this morning. And go back to the beginning if you haven't watched from the beginning, if you whatever. But yeah, it's a very important start. And so message in a bottle really is about understanding that when I had that download, I was like, I had to remind myself what the red flags were. And I had to remind myself what I deserve. Can you see? So chaos and conflict, if you're still in a little bit of that at the minute, possibly is why it came out initially in the upright and then went to go into reverse. So 33, powerful number, the value of chaos before order. Okay, so the idea of, you'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. The moment is valuable, so don't waste it. So right now, rest, wait, let it flow, let it come. And these two, flexible in reverse and to be fair in reverse, kind of just tells me that it's about having this patience and not controlling and letting go of situations. Unified love, the blue lotus, this new earth activation, the energy can be quite conflicting at times, but you need to be staying in this very cosmic divine alignment. It's very stay there, rest, allow, trust, have patience. So that's why those two were in the reversal. Yeah, 38, to be fair, is about balance and justice, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. So injustice and equity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice, right it, and fairly redress. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or a call to answer for a personal plight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. So this unified love for you, believing and trusting, and remember the red flags. Yeah, you remind yourself. This is what Spirit wants you to know. Just remind yourself. If fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. And flexible probably will say a very similar thing. Teachability, open-mindedness, what's important. So when you are or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth. Loosen up, open your mind and heart. Yeah, unified love. Okay, so open up. Trust in the red flags. Trust in what you know. Trust in who you are. You're this high priestess. You have this activated. Right, let us see what these three cards were. Interesting. Yin, feminine energy. And there's the high priestess. There is Magdalene's rose about, and Sirius was about Isis. So very feminine energy. Strong feminine energy. Stand in your power. Stand in your understanding. Now, serendipity and community are in reverse, so I will read them for us because it's important. This message, 18, serendipity is about luck and good fortune, magical alignment. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Well, consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. And that's exactly what I had to, the red flags, the understanding, know what you need to let go of. This is incredible. Wow. Don't get caught up in drama of disappointment. There's always a silver lining. always. So Spirit knows what you need. And yesterday, remember, all's well that ends well? That was another message. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. So have you been paying attention? Wow. And number 8, community is all about belonging, like-minded people. But beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. Don't you dim your light. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. So very, very, very clear message for us today, hey? Imagine what it is you want. Stay true to who you are. Wow. That is incredible. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Thank you, Spirit. That's so lovely. All right. Well, let's go and get ourselves a little bit of tarot as well. So to ask tarot what is coming this week for us. Maybe we'll get a little bit more detail. What do you think? Shall we try? I think we should try. I'm just blown away by this oracle. Oracle for me is, I am an oracle channel. So oracle for me is like, I see the picture and I see what it's all about. Right. We've got here the 9 of Wands. Look at that. So you are building something really strong, you know, before we get to the 10 of Wands. Okay, it's really very important to understand you've built, you've worked. It's like do one's utmost. That's the card, isn't it? Look what you're doing. You're making sure of. You're going to protect everything, you know. Very important, 9 of Wands. Wow. Anything else, Spirit? Confirm what is happening this week. So this week, I feel like it's still very much a case of resting, but doing your utmost. Stay true to you. You know what you need to do. Just stay true to yourself with it. Stay true to yourself with it. Oh. Stay true to yourself. Okay, here we go. All right, so we've got, wow, the 9 of Swords. So we've got 2 9s, 9. We have an 11, we have the High Priestess. So just confirming what we've got in Oracle. So it's definitely about this intuition, this knowing. We've also got the 7 of Swords. And we have got the 3 of Chalices. So remember we talked about community and being part of something and belonging. Well, this week is about that. It's about knowing who it is that you can talk to, trust, be part of. The 7 of Swords, you can see, look at her. She's very pleased with herself, setting up, knowing, being part of something. And then we have these 9 of Swords where we're saying, go away. Absolutely, we do not want you anymore. We don't need you anymore. And we have got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So it is about this changing now. This very clear indication. We don't want this anymore in our lives. Go away. Leave me alone. I don't want you anymore. The 7 of Swords. I'm just going to grab a quick tarot book here because I just want to confirm something. Being honest with yourself, but the idea of the card of betrayal, there's no getting away from the fact that other people do let us down. So remember here as the High Priestess, you know what is around. You know who you can talk to, who you can trust. You know how to now to have this loyalty for yourself, this union, Spirit of God, protection for you here and love for you here. Okay, so you even though there's a couple here, you're on your own, you're quite happy with that. You can trust you. Trust in what it is that you know to be true. No matter what others do to us, however scared we may feel, we betray ourselves when we don't live with honesty and integrity. So, yeah, Absolutely. Leave behind those ones that pull you in, those people that don't make, you know, the chaos and conflict. We leave them behind. Let it go. Just stay in your lane. Stay doing what you know to do. Okay? You know what you need to do. The Nine of Wands is staying true to yourself right now. Are you using your yes and no in the right way? What would be the bravest boundaries? So about boundaries as well. Okay, remember that. Remember I said I had this download and I could easily go into a state of, oh, woe is me, or it didn't ever work out, whatever. Well, there we are. Didn't. But it was for a reason, and you've got to trust and believe in that. And you've got people that you can depend on, you know, people that are around you that you know are not going to be any other. You have got this beautiful higher knowing now. You are the high priestess. So confirmation, beautiful confirmation. That is it. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I really, really am blessed to have been able to bring this for you today. If you've enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, share, and maybe if you want to make a little note, say something. I'd love to hear from you. You take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.